Welcome back. Spent a lot of time in the garage this week since the last video. I think I uploaded on Thursday or Friday last week, maybe the week before by the time you've seen this. I spent a lot of evenings in the garage. Didn't do a great deal Saturday because I had to get rid of my old BMW to tidy up the drive a bit, and you can see the engine, you might see, engine and gearbox I've kept for a future project, sat down there. So things have been progressing with the Mini quite well. I did have it out on the drive last weekend while I was working on the BMW, getting that pulled apart. So today's video I'll show you the progress I've made so far and take you for a bit of look. Today's video I'll show you the progress I've made the last few days and tell you what's next. Right, and so last video I hadn't got this rear screen in. The rear screen's fitted with a filler strip round. I've fitted the boot lid, which has got a new seal on, so I'll keep that nice. It's looking more like a Mini again. I fitted the arch and seal trim this side. Back wheels on. I've got all four wheels on. That front one, the suspension height needs adjusting. The whole all the way around does. I mean that's quite high. It all needs adjusting. It's on high-lows. I fitted a door, but it's not shut properly at the moment. But if I shut it properly, you can see that gap is rather poor. So I've got to put a couple extra shims in the top to shim it out to where it is, so that the door wasn't catching the A panel. I had to make up some new shims because I didn't have enough. So I've got to shim that out a bit to get that door to line up a bit better, because that's appalling. Inside the car we've got headlining all in, rear windows are in, and I've started putting some of this soundproofing, like a underlay stuff down. Hopefully my carpet should be coming this weekend, so I'll be able to get that in. I need to buy a gear lever gaiter and the piece that holds it down, because I haven't got those, which is rather unfortunate. I'm putting some soundproofing across the bulkhead. I've got to work out something to cover the hole behind the Speedo, because there was nothing there when I got the car. I don't know if there's supposed to be or not, but there wasn't. Let's move around to the front of the car. I've taken the I had to take the manifolds off the engine because I needed to fit the gear linkage, and I realised quite quickly you can't connect the gear linkage up when the exhaust manifold's on, so I've had to take all that off. So I've got to order a new gasket for that, but I also need to buy a new jet for the car because that was leaking ever so slightly when it was running last weekend. So yeah, still a little bit to do. I've got a new alternator in that box there to fit. I've got an alternator belt, I've got a thermostat. Somewhere I've got to find where I've put it. I've got to take off the heater so I can get that on. I've got a radiator. I need to paint the cowling, which I would have liked to have done tonight, but I don't know if you can hear the rain on the garage roof, but can you see it out the wibbly window? I don't know, it's raining, so I don't want to paint it in here because I'll make a mess of the car. Got some sun visors to fit, thanks to William Murphy here. He's sent me those, so it's keeping me quite busy in the evening. I need to get as much as I can done over the next week or so and try and get it MOT'd soon, because time's running out on that. And also I've got to work something out. It's buried at the back of the garage. I've got to work something out with my fuel tank, because the fuel tank is in a bit of a state. When I bought the car, it was sat in somebody's garden. It had been there for 3 years or so, and I don't think it had a cap on the fuel tank, so it's quite rusty inside, and I think trying to clean that out and use that is going to cause me problems with block filters and dirt in the carburetor and whatnot. So I'm going to have a look out on eBay this week for another fuel tank. So once I get the fuel tank in, I've got all the fuel lines run. I can put petrol in it. When I've got the jet on the carb, I can connect it all up and it can be on the key. I've also got an RC40 exhaust system up there, thanks to Mr. DJSE, that I've got to fit. I've also, for that, I need to order a exhaust fitting kit, so still got a fair bit of stuff to do, but we're cracking on, getting as much done as and when I can. It was a bit of a shame losing last weekend to having to take the BMW apart, but I needed to get rid of it, so I took the bits off that I wanted to keep: engine, gearbox, prop shaft, ECU, throttle pedal, EWS module, key and immobiliser ring. So all those bits and pieces can be put to one side for a future project that I will no doubt put on the channel. If you're interested in engine swaps, won't be a mini one. So I'll do a bit more work tonight and I'll check back in with you in a minute. So I've had a bit more time at the Mini this evening. I think it's been one of those evenings today where you go to do something, you just haven't quite got the right bit, or something's just not quite right, so it's just getting frustrating. So I think I'm going to call it a night for tonight. I need to nip and get some more bolts and bits and pieces at the weekend, and then I can get a bit more done. I'm hoping the weekend I can get this door line up finished, get the other door on and get that lined up. My carpet should come at the weekend, so I can get that fitted. I can finish off soundproofing the bulkhead, block up the hole, and just generally get a few more bits done. And then next week I really need to work on getting it finished next week, because I'll only have 2 weeks till IMM, and I really need to get some miles on the car, make sure it's going to get me to Bristol. So it's all slow progress, not a lot happening, but thanks for watching, and I'll give you another update before IMM. The alternator's fitted with the alternator belt, and I've just chucked the seats in. I've still got the carpet to fit in, but I need to chuck the seats in.